You are most welcome to everyone that is tuned in on Slow Media for our special panel talk show as St. Lawrence University awaits its 15th graduation ceremony. My name is Maria Cornelia Atwairi, and today we are going to be focusing on the university journey as our main topic of discussion. We are going to look at the experiences, the challenges that people go through to reach unto their final destination of achieving graduation. But before we head into our main discussion, I'm very honored to introduce to you our special guest in the building, and he is a distinguished alumnus who is here to share with us his insights on today's topic of discussion. You are most welcome, our dear guests.
Thank you, Maria.
Yes, can you please introduce yourself to the people that are watching us right now?
Greetings to all of you that are watching Slow TV. It's an honor to be here, and thank you for having me. My name is Elijah Mutawazi. I am the 15th Guild President of St. Lawrence University. I'm also a journalist by profession. And right now I'm in my final year doing Masters in Business Administration and Management Studies. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Elijah, in your own opinion, in your own definition, how do you define graduation? What is graduation?
Graduation is the victory of a very long suffering. For example, here in our country, it takes a lot of years to attain. Graduation is a beautiful moment that in life they usually say that people have three remarkable days: the day you're born, the day you graduate, the day you get married, and also the fourth one is the day you die. So these are memorial days. These are days, I want to assure you, it is a feeling that nothing can actually, you cannot equate anything to the feeling you get when you, the day you acquire that gown, when they give it to you officially that it is yours, that very day, even before you put it on, it's so unique and it feels so sweet. So for me, graduation is that way of celebrating the many years of suffering.
Yes, so you mean education is suffering?
I want to assure you, education is not easy. It's not easy. If you want to understand that it is not easy, it's the days that you're clearing for graduation. That's you think about a lot of things. People go through a lot.
Okay.
People go through a lot. By the time you finish the years at university, the fact is you've matured. There are days you didn't even eat. There are days rain had to come on you. There are days you had to walk long distances. There are days people had to disappoint you. So it's a lot. Education is not easy, but it is worth it at the end.
All right. We all believe the fact that for someone to join university, that person is already an adult who is able to make competent decisions, sustainable decisions. Do you think at university there are key moments, like there are key moments of growth and transformation at the university?
A lot. I do agree a lot. One, personal experience. The day I joined university, and the day I got my first lecture, it was the day that my story and my life turned around. How? I happened to face a lecturer, he's still here, that is Dr. Daniel, or Professor Daniel. He teaches transformation modeling. Transformation modeling, we entered there. It was 8 to 11. I want to assure you, it turned my way of thinking. Transformation modeling switches the way you think, switches the way you see things. That's why you can agree with me. Someone that has gone to university is far different from a person that didn't go to university. Why? Their thinking capacity, the level of their understanding, the way they view things, and the opinions they have are totally different. So I agree. Because let me tell you, people who didn't, I agree, people who didn't go to university or who didn't do transformation modeling, some of them, the clear view is you can get a seat. You see people who usually walk and they are just scrolling their shoes on the floor.
Yes.
As if, okay, they are making noise.
Yes.
mostly those people didn't go to university. And people who hold seats and they're just trying to draw them and then they make that sound. It really, really irritates. That's also another example that this person didn't go to university, because the day I came out of that first class of transmission modeling, my brain was already clean enough. It switched my target, my goals, and from there, a few moments later, I became a class president, later I became a coordinator, a GRC, and then guild. So it switches your mind and your thinking levels.
All right. So if someone graduates, we always congratulate these people alone. And along this journey of being a graduate, there is a process you go through, but there are influential people who have been behind you. For example, our lecturers, the mentors, and parents. However much some students fend for themselves and they pay their tuition, but some family members contribute to this journey. Do you think the role of these people, the lecturers, the mentors, and the family members, is very vital? We should consider it in someone's journey of education.
Not very much. There is nothing you can do alone, and education is one of those. You cannot manage. Actually, me during orientation, I usually tell students that you cannot manage academics alone. However wise you are, you cannot manage it alone. Actually, we even forgot classmates. Classmates, they give you, I can give you an example. When I was a guild president, I traveled a lot. But what made me to still excel academically was the friends I had. Because they used to share with me the courseworks that are there. They used to send me notes. They used to inform me about everything, and to a certain extent they could even do them and say, this is what we've done, check through, do research, do more research and see what you can add on. So it is evident and it is proven that you cannot manage academics alone. There are days you even you don't have what to eat, and to even boys and girls, there are days you would share clothes with your friends in class. There are days you would share dresses with your friends. There are days you're going to borrow shoes from your friend. There are days you will go to aunt and say, I am hungry. There are days the lecturer is going to look at you. These people do corrective efforts towards this, because a lecturer will go and teach you. He's a parent. He will teach you not only academics, but also prepares you for the next level after academics. I usually agree on that. Number two, they challenge you. They challenge you to be a better person, not be a failure. They tell you about what the outcomes if you behave wrongly in this process. They warn you. They tell you about the positives and negatives of being a student at the university. They guide you better. Parents, of course, they sacrifice a lot.
All right. So now looking at the future of education systems. Education systems are evolving day and day here in the current world. We have seen where there is an intervention of artificial intelligence, the use of artificial intelligence, electronic learning. Does it have positive impacts on the future of education, or there is a possibility for this to have a negative impact?
It's already a challenge. It's already a huge challenge to lecturers now. The other day we were in a meeting and the Vice Chancellor was saying now they are battling with AI. They are battling with ChatGPT. It's called ChatGPT.
Yes, artificial intelligence.
Yes, they are battling with it because you give someone a question, they don't do any other research, they just go put the question there, print it out. So of course it is impacting negatively, however also positively to sharp minds. So I think education administrators or people who are governing these insights or who are giving the country guidance, they should look at it and take their perspective on how they can help young people to utilize it and acquire it, because we have a challenge of not having enough gadgets probably that can give a clear view or guidance towards how they can use it. But if the government and the people in academics, they can get together, get clear guidance towards this, I think it can also give academics a way forward, because we cannot go against it. It's here.
All right. we've heard of incidents where university graduates go out there in the job world and they're considered incompetent at their workplaces. What could be the relevant skills for a graduate so that him or her can be recognized and have value in today's job world market?
We all agree that every year, probably from around August up to March,
Yes.
universities, for example, in Uganda, graduate a number of them.
Yes.
Probably 50,000 graduates, if not actually much than that. So we must agree that the number of graduates is quite high than the job market. Government has very low of them, and of which there is also who knows into that gap. But back to what you asked. Competence can come in a lot of ways. I agree that skilling is not bad. Today we are skilling
Yes.
and there is skilling, or operating a camera is also a skill. Even doing interviews is also a skill.
Yes.
So what you are given is good. But also back to Central West University, here at SLAU, our niche is ICT and entrepreneurship. And in today's world, you need these two. You need ICT in everything you're doing,
Yes.
and you need entrepreneurship. I believe all students who go through here, they must in any way do entrepreneurship and ICT. At least you can know how to operate a laptop and know how to use a computer very well. Number two, entrepreneurship, you must have ideas on how you can better the community. I have a brother, is called Norbert. Norbert, today is called Norbert Events. Norbert won an award in entrepreneurship here. Because of the developing skills, developed pads, you can come up. Even in our first year here, we were grouped into 20 people and we were able to come up with pads. It's all handmade. Of which, if you go out with such a skill, some people go out with how to make, they make cakes, others do a lot of other stuff. So I believe it can go into that space, much as you know professional work, but you can add a skill on it.
All right, so what tips do you have for the incoming university students on adapting to the new academic journey and to the new social environment? Because we all believe that people who come from that level of secondary level and to university, that's a very different level,
Yeah.
according to university. So what tips do you have for those people?
Those who are joining.
Yes, for the incoming students.
Okay. Yes. Number one, life at campus is testing. Yeah, it's testing, but it needs someone who knows what you want. Know what you want, have a goal. If you come to campus, because you said that there are two different communities, and I agree, because when you're doing senior 1 to senior 6, probably, you are under a lot of control.
Yes.
They must tell you, don't do this, do this. Some of them are being boarding schools throughout. Some of them are actually in single schools. So when you join campus here, you dress what you want, you eat what you want, you can come to class when you want or not. So there's a lot of freedom, giving you a choice whether to come to school. No one is going to come home and pick you. No lecturer will do that. Whether you come or not, it's all about you. Now, you need to have a goal as you. You need to know what you want. One of the issues that push me forward always is who I am. Where do I come from? So, you can have an inspiration from your home, your parents, have an inspiration from your dreams. What do you want to be? I hate being in a community where you just add numbers. Personally, I hate it. I want to make a difference. I want to be where I add value personally. So
Yes.
I actually need to just confirm that my very first day in class here at campus, I became the class president. My very first day. I want to be where I don't matter. I don't want to be where I don't make sense. After a short time, I had to get to a GRC. After that, I had to be a guild. I want to be where I make difference. And by the grace of God, I'm also ranked as one of the guild presidents. Why? Because it's not just about being a president. It's not just about being a university student. What are you adding on SLAU? At least the SLAU TV, SLAU media. You're adding something to SLAU. So there must be something you're adding to that community. There must be something you have in your mind that I'm going to study and I will make myself successful, that my family, I will add value to it after here. So please, towards this, to those of you who are joining school, or to those of you who are just joining university, have a goal. Know what you want, have a vision, and above all, have God. Let God have a beautiful space in you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Elijah, the 15th Guild President of St. Lawrence University. Let's first get into a short commercial break, but when we return back, we shall be having our students who are eagerly waiting for their graduation. Let's get into a short commercial break and we shall be right back.